Welcome back, guys. Now let's get on with the show. Welcome, Mr. MC Sammy. Welcome to our studio.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I hope you had a nice journey here.
Oh, thank God, it was a nice one.
Okay, that's very good. So the first question on our list is introduce us to yourself, like small introduction about yourself.
Okay, my name is Samuel Okoro Mbazo, popularly known as MC Sammy, based here in Guso. And I think I've been in Guso for a while.
For how many years precisely?
I just say 4 years.
Okay.
Yes. And it's been a wonderful experience all through.
Okay, so when did you start at comedy professionally?
That should be 2018. Yes. As per stand-up comedy. But as far back as 2008, I've been doing comedy, but it's usually...
Not professionally?
Yes. It's about 2018.
Okay.
That was when the deal started.
That's quite long. So, what gave you the inspiration? What inspired you to start comedy?
Well, I grew up in a funny area. I was born in Aba, somewhere in Abia State. So growing up there and the environment and everything is something enough to motivate somebody to be
a comedian.
And yes, and being a kind of funny person, making people laugh and the rest of them. So I already knew it was what I could do. So it's just taking it a bit higher. That was what was left there. So that was everything.
Okay. So what would you describe comedy as?
Comedy. Well, comedy is something everybody likes or everybody wants to do. Comedy is what keeps people going. It makes people happy, and is entirely something everybody wants to do. Everybody wants to do. Though it's not easy though.
Yeah, it's not easy, I can say. Okay, so what challenges are you facing in your career line?
Okay, and I've been in other places actually, but like here in Guso, most of the challenges has to do with language barriers. We are still struggling to speak. In fact, I know we are still struggling. We don't even know how to speak
Okay.
as it may be, but communicating to your audience too. So this is one of the major challenges we're facing here. And exposition, like most of your content, you might want to deliver it, but it depends on the people you're pushing it out.
Yes, exactly.
So if there are not people who really understand it, it's a little bit challenging.
That's true. That's very
That's
true.
one of the major challenges here. But comedy as a whole, the major challenge is just the audience. How to project it, your content, people to buy it, your ideas and everything. That's just one of our major challenges here.
So do you have any other hobbies apart from comedy?
Okay, comedy is the hobby, but I have what else I do. Professionally, I'm a soldier. So that's the funniest part of it.
You look like it.
So that's just it. Comedy in that code is now like a side
chick.
So to do, yeah.
Side chick.
So
okay, yes, I understand. So how many shows have you attended so far?
It's quite uncountable. It's been much. Outside the shows of Zamfara, Sokoto, Port Harcourt, it's been a long. It's been
numerous.
Thousands of shows, and I can't really start counting.
So you mean in your family, all of your family members are in support of what you do?
100%.
100%.
I think I got the talent from my mom. The woman is actually fun. She's a comedian.
That's herself. Amazing.
So everybody is in full support of him. Most of them would have preferred being a full-time comedian than the other part of my job. So some would just say, I think you should have followed the other way, man, but it's been fun combining the both. Yeah.
That's interesting. So, who in the comedy industry do you like the most?
Oh, okay. Somebody I've always looked up to and I've always admired, and I keep going with him is Akboro.
Ah,
Yes,
my best comedian. So
that's
we are
that's
together.
yes. That's actually my motivation.
So what do you like about him most?
He's original. He's just like me. I don't think he prepares.
Mere
joke
looking
that-
at
yeah,
him is fun.
Yes,
It's funny.
he's just the the madness aspect of the comedy. That's what makes everybody has his own uniqueness.
Yes.
Yes, or the way you present your content might not be, but
It's very
everything about him is. I don't think he never goes dry. He's multi-taxing person. The kind of he can combine music, dance, comedy, all in one stage, just to give you the burst. So, I think everything about him, like
yes.
is
So,
on point.
what about Kenny Black, Aquos,
Okay,
Basket Mouth?
like I said, everybody has his own uniqueness.
Yes.
These are people when I look at them, you know the kind of one you can do and the kind of somebody you're actually looking up like. Okay, so Kenny Black, his style of comedy, if you're not musical inclined, you struggle. Okay,
It's true.
yes,
I agree
this kind
with that.
of musical comedian. So if you're not like somebody like me, I'm not this too. I sing, but it will take 1,000 years to score one song. So you can play a song 1,000 times, it will still not sink.
Yeah, I agree.
So all those kind of, but looking at Akboro, he's just somebody that comes on stage. You'll never see him rehearse jokes, or he just come and meet
And
anything he see there. Yes,
Yes.
that's
Just flow.
freestyle. Anything he mix up there, that's what he goes with. Yeah, so that's
Interesting.
why I think.
So, guys, we are going on a short commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Today, from Guso, now we're supposed to come Sokoto, 2 hours, 30 minutes journey. I sure say I reach Sokoto and they call the guy, where you there? He say, they Kaduna here. I say, na Sokoto we dey go, he say, no. I say, what's happen? He say, na one Igbo boy convince her for park. Say, may you go enter motor where they go Kaduna. Say, you go see Sokoto motor for that. Hello. You should wait till you should allow me. Igbo no good if your hair no fit carry and leave am. I no know say people dey smoke Igbo for the first time for Sokoto. I come I see one guy dey smoke Igbo. Chairman, welcome. I know this oga now, I know am. Oga, sit down. Your own na to dey check who get money. Try get money now. See your biabia who dey polish you. You quiet. Oga, hustle. No be anytime you see chairman. You dey no fit check you. Oga, no follow me argue. I dey quarrel with full mami people. Please. Now hear me. I see this guy dey smoke Igbo for hot sun this afternoon. I think say everybody dey normal. I see am dey smoke am. You go wave am. I come I think say na normal person. Na only me go meet. I say sorry brother. Good afternoon. He say good afternoon. I say sorry. What is it by your time? First time I see who dey smoke Igbo behave. Oga, you want speak? I bet wanna clap for this Oga. Hey Oga, this your wait. See na who you senior. If you near here, they don't flog you Kobo kidney before. You supposed to work for native doctor office, PA. Now who you seen on espresso? They laugh like who win bet. Mona I asked this guy, I said, oh God, sorry, what is it by your time? I don't know, say that I go find trouble. He can't do like this. He can't look and watch. Anytime when you ask person time, you do like this. My brother, they go where they go. I saw look at. He said 1963. Yeah? Wait. I said, sir, he said 1963. Me, as I confused now, the way you confused. Now I said, sorry, okay. AM, I be PM. Now you look at me again. He said, MP3. Yeah? Oh, DJ, wait, man. Sir, you know who want to spray me now? I don't got the lie, my money they spray me. Where I come from, teacher, wait. I thought you said this army, this job.
Welcome back, guys. In case you're just joining the show, we are in the house with MC Sammy, and he's telling us very interesting stories. So, let's continue. Okay, MC Sammy, as we were talking before the commercial break.
Okay.
So, if you have the chance to change something or amend something in the comedy industry, what will it be?
All right. That's what I came into Gusa and I saw some things. I used to tell them something when we meet together. Comedy is not about normal routine. If you think you're a champion, try and go out. When you now go out, you learn new ideas. So that when you now come, you know how to work on yourself. And one of the things I would seriously change if opportune to be in the position to change some certain things. It's gonna be this attitude of comedy is not a place to raise fun. When you as a comedian, if you're called to come and perform, just come and do your thing. If people so value it, if people so much love what you do, they'll come and appreciate you.
Yes,
but
exactly.
oftentimes you go to events that people actually pay tickets to come and watch, and a comedian comes up, you have 10 minutes to perform, and the 5, 6, 7 minutes you use it to come and be looking for who will come and spray.
Yes.
And at the end, you not
I've had a lot of experience with that. Actually,
you will not say something funny. I'm not actually trying to kind of make myself look good, but I think that's one of my. You can easily switch me off from looking at your performance once you start doing that, and I think that's one of our challenges here as a whole. Like that's one major thing. You know, some people actually copy it from those bigger comedians, and I used to tell somebody, I said, you don't come and do what they are doing. They're already there. So whatever they do, they might not actually crack joke. They can actually do that money stuff and use it as a concept and go. But you are just coming now. There were times they used to crack joke, full jokes. So you're just coming, do your own thing, and let that. There's a time you will get, and you start doing all those kind of things. You know. So if I'm chance to change something in comedy, that would be number one. You know, and originality too. A lot of people copy. I think I've been in a position where you write your jokes down, before they call you, someone else comes and say what you think is your joke, and someone, because you've cracked it somewhere else, and someone comes and do that joke, and maybe that's one of the jokes you came with. So these are things I would change if I'm in a position to do that. Okay,
so what exactly did you notice in yourself that made you think you're going to be a great comedian?
Okay, one of the things that I noticed is I've never been in a place where everybody's moody, and I think I left the place and people are still moody. You know, that's why I said I actually started comedy by acting, you know, before the stand-up comedy aspect. So some people will usually refer me to Ibu John Okafor or something because of the way I look and the way I walk. I always want to make, I don't come into a place and everybody's still frowning. One or two things will make everybody smile. So, wow, I was like, okay, I can actually do this. What I need to do is work on myself, add more values to myself, and boom, that's where we are now.
Quite interesting. So, when you started comedy professionally, did it, was it in the same time with while you were studying?
Not actually. Back then, 2011 to 12, I was in University of Nigeria and Soccer. So, but then, like I said, it was more of acting
than comedy.
Yes, you know, acting, and from there, I was now shifting from general acting to focusing on comedy acting alone. And so, before then, after the school and getting army work, and so I decided to push in fully into stand-up comedy.
There's a lot acquired. So, what do you see yourself achieving in the next 5 years?
All right. A lot. There's no day I wake up I don't tell myself, okay, this is one step we'll take to get closer to where we're going. And I think I'm yet to do a massive event here in Gusau. So I don't see myself, with the effort I'm putting, I don't see myself going back or trying to relay a bit. So the next fewer years to see, let me not try and put a particular, I think it's going to be massive, explosive. All I'm just going to say is, you should just watch out for this kind of person that is coming out.
Anticipation.
Yes, I think we're going to replace some persons in the industry. Definitely.
Okay.
We're going to do that. We're working towards that,
That's quite amazing. So, MC Sammy, what's the best advice you've ever been given in your career line?
A lot of advice received from different persons. Some will always come and say, oh boy, you are good, though. This one will say, oh boy, you funny dive. This one will come and say, oh boy, this one. So, but one of the best advice I've received was from my mentor, Sonny Messiah, based in Lagos. He's a big comedian. But why I was in Lagos back then, he said, go, just be original. That's one of the things that will make you exceptional from other comedians. Don't try to copy anybody. Don't deal with any other person's joke.
Just flow on your own.
On your own. Even if you get to the stage and you're stranded, you don't know how to get the jokes, there are events playing on within that place. There are times people talk back at you on stage. It's a nice concept. You reply them in a funny way. People are laughing, And trust me, it's really working for me. It's really working for me. Sometimes you want to sit back and think, I have jokes, I'll just go and do my normal. But when you sit down,
when you get there, it's hard. It's kind of hard.
So you put yourself to work and look for content anywhere you can find them. Man. It's really working.
So, what about your family?
Okay.
I know mom is very well. They know how to advise.
When it comes to my mom, I don't think like I said, I borrowed the comedy aspect from her. But if she was to make a choice for me, she would have preferred me being a pastor, because that's just what So when you are doing the comedy stuff,
I didn't see that coming.
You say, I want to go I have show, I'm going here. First of all, she will ask, is it a church something, And but trust me, she has been supportive somehow. So she has been supportive. But family-wise, I think my siblings are just the most perfect ones that have been supporting me.
Wow.
But mom and dad, they wish we could be a reverend father if they have the chance.
Pastor Sammy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm thinking, why did you choose Zamfara State to start your profession?
I did not actually choose Zamfara. Trust me, if it was left for me to make a choice, hey, I don't think anything.
You're making me laugh already.
I don't think anything was actually going to bring me to Zamfara. But I was actually posted to Zamfara,
During your service?
Not my service to, but service to humanity. That aspect. So that's actually what brought me to know. So I choose to keep doing what I know I was doing instead of sit back. But trust me, it wasn't my choice to be here.
No. Okay, what advice do you have for your fans out there?
My advice is just be consistent with whatever you're doing. Pick up your talent, work on it. There's a popular saying that the gift of a man will make a way for him. So work on your gift, and trust me, one day, boom.
You go blow.
You will blow.
No be blow, boy. You be famous, you be popular.
But when you blew, you go far.
Okay, so are you going to perform any comedy for us before you leave?
Okay, yes, I think I have one or two to do.
No, we'll laugh small before you go now.
but it's not going to. It's actually going to be like an advice, you know.
We'll take it. You go manage them.
Okay, when I try to manage, I understand. You know, in life, there are times you date a girl and there are things she's supposed to do early before the relationship that she will not do. There are questions she's supposed to ask. You will not date a girl after 5 years and she wakes up one morning and starts asking you, baby, what are we?
5 years.
Or you understand, you've dated the girl for long.
Okay, let me ask you now, what are we?
But like you ask me, I just say we are the choosing generation. You know,
oh my God.
You know,
oh my God.
I've had the girl asked me that
for 5 years.
It wasn't actually 5 years. You know,
Oh.
in our imagination we can prolong this.
Okay.
But
okay.
I think I've had a girl ask me, baby, can you die for me? So I was now asking the person, the one that Jesus died for, the one other people died. What did she do with it? So I love it, you know.
Oh my God.
Then lastly, this one, it looks like advice and warning at the same time. Please, if somebody die, you want to wish the person R.I.P., please do it in peace. Don't tag me and start asking God why him. Who you want maybe before? Maybe me. You know?
Oh my God.
I don't hear. I know. T-shirt, I know fuck up. Man of the year, girls. There are some questions you need to be asking before you start a relationship. I don't date girl for 5 years. She just wake up one morning, come they ask me stupid question. He say, baby, what are we? After 5 years, I give a stupid answer. I say we are the choosing generation. Oh, who will kill? Pradi bobo, about boyfriend. Oh boy, why you know? That one not pay me. And the second question when she asked me, now provoke me. After 5 years, she gonna say, baby, where is this relationship heading to? I said, Nazaria with the go soon. Anywhere motor fuel finish will stop idiot. That will be my problem, actually. Or some go say actually. That will not be my problem. The man come me pass. He can't ask one stupid question. Today will be Easter. Baby, can you die for me? So Jesus, now time he waits, have you? My time, then you marry another person. My baby, my love is an undying love for good kill me. All the teacher wait sharply. I just want to take time no the comedians thing. Now, I don't have issues. They talk say about boys. You know say I be about boy, you proud about boy. You know say now for about they go convince you by what you know they use. No be shoko. My guy come back from Apa which day. I see her with 5 bossers. Bossers 5. That guy normally bossers na medium in the wear. He come back with 5 extra large. If you wear the bossers, the thing go through. If you wear the thing go. Now me come the house and say, oh boy, Alpha, you don't know your size again. He say no. I say why you go buy oversize? He say na one Apa boy na convince am make buy am. I say hey. What did he tell you? He said, "Man, you buy." I said that they use belt to wear them. Hello. Oh, teacher, wait! I never thought finish. I supposed to come with my PA today from Guso. Now we supposed to come Sokoto. 2 hours, 30 minutes journey. I sure say I reach Sokoto and they call the guy. Where you there? He say they Kaduna here. I say na Sokoto we dey go. He say no. I say wetin happen? He say na one Igbo boy convince am for park. Say may you go enter motor where they go Kaduna. Say you go see Sokoto motor for there. Hello. You should wait for you should allow me. Igbo no good if your hair no fit carry and leave am.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Sammy, for joining us today. It was a very, very, very good experience with you.
It was fun.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for being with us from the beginning of the show down to the end. Thank you, MC Sammy, for being in the studio with us. Thank you. Join me next week as I bring to you another amazing edition of the show. Don't forget, my name is Kulthum Muhammad. Bye for now. Keep watching Standard Voice Television.